Nice.
Hey guys, I'm Spencer. You know who I am. And tonight I am hanging out with lovely Victoria from Storm 8
Hello.
Games. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am hanging in there. Long day, but you know how that goes. So you've brought some toys for us to play with today. You've brought Candy Blast Mania.
That's right.
So what is Candy Blast Mania and what does Storm 8 do?
Hi, everyone. I'm Victoria, and I'm a product manager at Storm 8. So we're a leading developer of iOS and Android games. We have over 200 million people in our network. And we have had over 600 million plus downloads and 40 plus games in both the iOS and Android markets. And Candy Blast Mania, which is the game that I was product manager for, is the latest game that we have out on iOS. It's been out for a few months, and the game is about this candy world. You're going through this candy world, you're going through various levels, and the goal is to collect candies and defeat this bad guy called the Gummy Bear King.
The Gummy Bear King. That sounds like a truly menacing enemy.
He is. He's all pink and fluffy and...
Oh my god, the worst. The most imposing enemy that video games have ever seen.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've been known on this show that I don't play too many games on my phone. What are you doing to maybe attract me to play this game? What are you doing to bring in people who wouldn't normally play games on their phone?
So how we bring people in to play our games are very, very accessible. They are free to download. So, and also they are level based, which is great for really fast spurts of play. So, if you're waiting for the bus, if you're waiting for a friend, just pull it out and play a few levels. And also we have a history of really high quality in our games, so you won't encounter glitches that suddenly prevent you from playing. The art style and the quality is really good. Our game designers have put a lot of thought into level design to make it as fun as possible for our users.
So you mentioned that Storm 8, you guys have made like 40 games, like a lot of games over the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
How has that kind of history informed your development on Candy Blast Mania?
Right. So what we've learned from the past is that quality definitely matters, especially as time goes on, the market matures. People really just want to play high quality games that are very polished, have lots of animations, and really fun and flashy. So that's definitely one thing. Another is we've learned a lot from just data that we collected from our users, what people think is fun, what really keeps them in the game, and we apply those learnings into all the games that we keep making.
So one thing that historically has plagued kind of iOS games and Android games is that they can become very one note and one dimensional. And so once you kind of figure out this initial idea behind the game, there's not enough variation there to keep people interested. What have you guys done to, add for people who want to play the game for months at a time? And what are you doing to keep things fresh throughout the experience?
Right. So we're constantly adding new things to the game. Just because it's out in the market right now doesn't mean we just stop working on it completely. So we release new updates very frequently with different challenges in the game, new Gummy Bear Kings that you can keep fighting, and
Gummy Bear Kings.
Yeah, and we have some secret things coming up, before Christmas. I can't really talk about it, but they're definitely going to add spice to the game.
So you talked before about how you've kind of developed this for iOS with the quick kind of play style of just a few minutes on the bus, a few minutes waiting for a friend. Are there any other features of these iOS experiences that you are pulling into it? Like, is there social integration? Do you guys have maybe access to like a variety of other features that are kind of on it, or is it very quickly locked to just the touch screen?
No, definitely. So the one thing for that makes Candy Blast really easy to play is that you can play offline. So if you're on the plane, you have a 5-hour plane ride, you can just keep playing over and over. You don't need Wi-Fi for it. The other thing is there is definitely social features within the game. So you can see all your Facebook friends that are playing the game, where they are, how they've scored in each level, and where they are on the map relative to you. So if there's a friend that you're competing with and they're just so high up, you have the incentive to keep playing and try to catch up with them.
Okay, so one thing that has always, kind of deterred me from playing a lot of iPhone games, iOS games, is that they have some kind of business practices, like shadier business practices that sometimes are called exploitative, sometimes not. What are you guys doing to keep it fair for people and make it so they can't just pay to beat the game?
Yeah, so most of our users actually don't pay us, so it's very easy to actually just get through the all the levels without paying. Or I shouldn't say very easy. There's definitely challenges along the way, but as these games go, you get better as you keep playing, and we tune the levels so that it's not all of a sudden really challenging or all of a sudden really easy for you. We keep the fun going. So the people who do pay, I would say, maybe you are just very frustrated one day and you just want to get through this level, then that would be one reason people pay. But otherwise, if you're just a normal player, you don't need to.
Okay, so this game is already out on iOS for both iPhones and iPads.
Right.
Are there any plans for like an Android launch or like a console or PC down the line?
Well, I hope we can get it on Android soon because Storm 8 Games, we are both on iOS and Android. Timeline-wise, I can't say for sure, but...
When it's ready.
Yeah, when it's ready, right.
All right, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me, Victoria. Candy Blast Mania is certainly a candy-filled romp through Gummy Bear Town. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Thank you for having me.
And for the rest of your news, stay around.
Bye-bye.
We'll be back. Bye, guys.